I'm Clare Wilkinson. I'm the co-director of the Science Communication Unit at the University of West of England, Bristol. And my role in the project is across a number of different work packages. So I'll be involved in the communication of the project, aspects of the evaluation, and aspects of sharing the resources and training that we're hoping to develop. So I think there are some really interesting challenges at the moment for the UK science communication sector. I think funding's a really big issue and how to make sure that projects are really sustainable, especially some of the fantastic work that happens with community partners. I also think inclusivity is really high on the agenda at the moment, and making sure that we think about science communication activities that are as broad and inclusive as possible while still keeping in mind ways to reach the groups that we're interested in working with. And I think as a sector there's a huge range of different training opportunities out there at the moment, so just making sure we think about avoiding repetition in some of those activities, making sure those opportunities work, that they're well evaluated and have impact. They're probably some of the key things that I'm thinking about at the moment. So I think one of the key priorities for the centre is just the sheer amount of resource that's out there now. When I think about starting my career in science communication 15 or so years ago, actually some of the resources I could recommend to students and partners were relatively small and limited. Now there's a proliferation of materials that people can use, so I think having some way of filtering that and signposting those resources hopefully will be really helpful for the science communication community. I think for me, COALESCE is a really interesting space to continue to develop some of the networks that we already had out of our European projects at the university, but also to extend that further and work with a greater range of partners. I see it as being quite an inclusive space. We're really keen to work with others. So I think ways to extend this conversation out into the community across Europe, but also beyond Europe, seems to me a really exciting and interesting thing about the project. In terms of hopes and aims for COALESCE, I really hope that we'll create a space for interesting conversations, ethical conversations about the role of science communication in society, and resources and activities that really support the development of the science communication community and those that we're keen to develop relationships with. And I guess we've got a lot to do in 4 years, so I guess one of the aims is to make sure that we fulfil all of the things that we're setting out to do. So yeah, I guess come back and ask me in 4 years' time and we'll see if that's changed.